Welcome back to another war video, guys. Today, uh, it's an interesting war we had here. I'm still adjusting to these nodes, and I think you'll very obviously see it in the gameplay. But, this is War 3. Again, taking Path 5. We're taking Nefaria, Ironheart, and Nico. Yeah, we're gonna take these first two fights with, Nefaria. It's a really easy counter. Ma can be annoying sometimes, but he's not too tricky. Again, Nefaria should deal with him pretty easily. And also, I think he gets the, he can get the intercept node down, or the protection down from his evade, I think. But again, even if he doesn't, still a really easy fight. Ma doesn't have a lot of HP. I think this is only rank 3, maybe even 2. Again, he's not that big of a deal. Just gonna go in and get some combos, get some parries. We take a little bit of degen damage. Again, it's not that big of a deal. It only takes down like 10-15%. And is annoying, but not the worst thing. Here, we haven't really heavied him yet, so... again... we're gonna be taking some of that degen damage, and we're gonna get that falter on us every now and then. And again, it gets annoying, because we can't always... get off. But here, we're in Ionic Overdrive. The degen damage doesn't really do much. And here we're just looking for a heavy in any way we can. And we're just not getting it, right? Ma's not really playing ball with us. And there's a lot of other things we have to keep track of. Like keeping the node down, making sure we're in our overdrive, all that stuff. There we finally get the parry. And that's pretty much going to settle the fight. Here, right here we just go for a special 2. This can basically take him down to like, what, 20% maybe? Actually, no. I didn't do that much damage. Still. Here he gets the energy resist up, but it's going to go away pretty soon. The plasma debuff doesn't last too incredibly long. But yeah, I mean, we just hit him. Keep on taking him down piece by piece. It's a bit longer of a fight than I'd like. But, yeah, I mean, there's not really any threats. Right? I keep saying this, but a lot of these fights are just... they can be annoying, but they're not too difficult, they're not too hard. And again, we're gonna get this fight down pretty easily. Moving on, we have this Enchantress, which is a lot more annoying. Again, this is really just luck, right? Again, someone like Spider-Woman would be a lot better for this particular node, but I have her on defense, so unfortunately I can't use her. And Nefaria is pretty much the second best option. She's also tactic, but again, Nefaria's a tactic attacker, so it doesn't make... it's not that big of a deal. And then here, we get the heavy spell, which means that we have to hit her into her unstoppable heavy because of the node. It's really, really annoying. But again, it's not impossible, right? You can do it. Here we take that absurd damage because we didn't get the knockdown, which is kind of hard. Again, we're just sitting against the wall trying to do everything we can to get these spells off. But again, there's not really much we can do. Here we're going to get the knockdown spell off, and here I think I try to get the evade. Yeah, I get the, not the evade, the intercept one down. And here we're just looking to go to our special 2. Try to get some damage off. The only problem is, there. I thought that would have pushed me to special 2, but it didn't. Oh well. But again, the protection was going to come up anyways, and we're going to do that much damage. Here, we just want to get to our special 2, but again, it's not going to do much damage. The Fury is going to run out, and she also throws her special 1, which makes this even more annoying. And again, she gets another one of her heavy spells, so we're forced to throw the heavy. Now there, that was just stupid by me. I thought that might have maybe gotten the spell down, but unfortunately it didn't. You have to actually knock her down. You can't just hit her with the heavy. And again, trying to get the thing, the heavy one off her is so incredibly annoying. But here we do a 2-for-1. We get the heavy charge down, and then we get the knockdown one down. And here we're just looking for any sort of intercept, right? Again, I think we should be fine because we have the energy resist. But either way, I think I do eventually get the intercept node down, or the thing. Or spell. Yeah, I get it down, then we just bait the SP2 and just wait out. You know, a lot of these fights are going to be longer today because these defenders are just super annoying. So if I get a little bit repetitive when I'm talking, my bad. I just don't really want to like keep any parts of the video quiet. Here we get hit by the special one. Again, the big thing with Nefaria here is he just has so much regen, so much healing, so much tankiness. He doesn't really die, right? We might get close every now and then, but one special one is gonna like boost us by like 10 to 20% of our HP. Here, this wasn't the greatest idea, but I'm pretty sure you can still like get the healing through the special. There, we got a little bit closer, but again, Nefaria is really tanky, so she's not really doing too much. There, we got kind of lucky with the AI. She just kept like trying to hit us. And so we were able to knock her down and get the extra healing. And again, we're just baiting the heavy because of her spell. Here we get it off with the relic, which makes it a lot easier since we're not really in fear of taking what it's called. Or getting hit by her heavy. And here we're it's pretty much over, right? We just need to hit her a couple more times, but again, we have to bait the heavy. Here, I think just throw the special one, heal up a little bit, just block. Again, she throws another special one, super annoying. And that's just how Enchantress is, right? It's kind of a luck fight. Again, she has the untouchable, which makes it even more annoying. Like, this node is just super annoying. But again, Nefaria doesn't die, so we're fine, right? Just parry, and then we go into a combo, into a special one, and that should be dead. But yeah. Not too much to worry about there. Well, actually, there's a lot to worry about there, but with Nefaria, there's not, like, too much to worry about. This next fight, I didn't know that this was how, like, the interactions work. Because, like, you see with, Enchantress, right, you can get the, her intercept spell down with Nefaria's evade, but here I thought that Nefaria's evade would be able to turn off the node. Again, this is a very common node, but again, I don't use Nefaria often for it. But again, with Spiderbug, he has the evade every time you try to intercept, which is fairly annoying and makes him good on this node. And yeah, I just thought I'd be able to get the intercept, like the node down with the Nefaria's evade charge. Unfortunately, that's just not how it works, right? I think you have to hit the evade. Like, crap. I think you have to get the evade to hit the opponent for the intercept node to go down. Or maybe Nefaria's evade just doesn't work in general. So, that's just bad planning on my part. And again, this fight, you'll see that later on, this fight is super easy. I just need to figure it out, right? You need to perfectly time the parry on his special one. And, yeah. I mean, the falter comes in every now and then. It's super annoying, especially with the long heavies. And once you get that falter, Nefaria has no way to, like, really counter that. And so you only have, like, a limited amount of time before, he does it again. Here, we get super close to dying. We did get a little bit lucky there, but it's fine. There we do get the evade off, and it doesn't count for the intercept node, so I guess it doesn't. That's kind of weird how like it interacts differently with like different champions and different nodes, but again, it's not the biggest deal. This fight, in hindsight, is really easy. But yeah, I just never perfectly time his what's called special one evade. Again, if you do, it kind of just like bypasses the protection. You get the energy resist up, and Nefaria just does so much more damage. But again, I don't think I did it at all this fight. Here we're just super low, just trying to get as much damage as we can, but again, we're just not doing like anything, right? The protection's up, we have no way to counter his evade. And again, the only way to do it is by parrying his special one to get the energy vulnerability up, which we don't do. So yeah, I mean, we're just gonna keep on hitting into him, trying to take as much as we can off of him. But again, without the energy vulnerability, without a way to intercept him, we're just not gonna be doing a lot of damage, right? We're almost halfway through the fight, and we've barely gotten off 30%, which is quite bad, to be honest. But again, it is what it is, right? I just didn't fully think this through. I didn't know the node well enough. Again, this interaction is kind of weird, to be honest. I'm not exactly sure why Caban made it different for nodes and like different champion interactions with how Nefaria's intercept works. But again, I'm not on the design team. Sometimes oversights happen, maybe like game bugs. And here we die, we get clipped by the special one. Again, I don't think it would have mattered. We probably would have timed out, so. Yeah, again, we're just going to go in and try to take as much as we can. The plan is just to get as much damage as we can off with each attempt. Here, this fight is going to go a lot easier because I figure out the S51 evade timing, which makes the fight a breeze, right? It kind of fully counteracts the protection, and then it just makes it a lot easier. Here, I'm not exactly sure what I was trying to do. I think I was like debating on whether or not to use boosts. Yeah, I think I'd get like greater special damage boost just to maybe make this fight a little bit quicker and hopefully not time out. Again, we're just putting on these boosts. Yeah. This fight, again, it's super annoying. I don't really know how to like really commentate over this. It's just not much to it. You just go in, try to deal as much damage as you can to get the energy vulnerabilities up. Super easy. Yeah. There, I don't get it off, but I think this next special one, or some special one in the near future, I get the energy vulnerability off, and you'll see I'll start doing a lot more damage, and it'll make it a lot easier for me to get this fight done. Okay, like that. And there, now we're just like doing pretty normal damage again. I think Nefaria's energy energy vulnerability is 50%, and the protection is 60%, so we're only doing like 10% less damage. Again, there we get the 30k off on the special too, so even if the protection is like reducing our damage, it's not by that much. Sorry, I missed the parry again, but it's fine. Again, I think we get it again later on, and even if we don't, we're doing a lot more damage. We're not stuck in the corner anymore. Yeah, this fight went a lot better than the first one. Again, it was just like a critical oversight by me. I didn't know that this is how the node interaction worked, so that really like screwed me over for the first one, or the first fight. But the second one went a lot better, went a lot smoother, and I'll keep it in mind for future fights. This next fight is a breath of fresh air, not only for me to commentate over, but just like conceptually. You get the 5 rupture debuffs on Kitty, you get the tracking, and she, Ironheart fully bypasses the miss, and yeah. Not to mention it's a 6-star, so I think this one might even be like a rank 4, or just like a rank 5 unascended. So, again, this fight's gonna go super quickly. She does have the, like, debuff purification, but again, it doesn't really matter too much. You're going to be doing a ton of damage really, like, quickly. She throws the specials fairly often, so you can just intercept her normally after the paralysis go down. Even if you don't hear, like, I mean, I'm just doing a lot of damage, because it's a 6-star. 6-stars aren't exactly the greatest for defense, but I'm not going to complain. It's a free fight. It lasts a little bit longer than I would like it to, but again, you can only do so much, and you can only ask for so much, right? I'd rather have a like blood 4-minute deathless fight than one with a death. I think I didn't like show the nodes there. That's why I went back here. Again, like I said last video, I finally have the Nico, which makes this node a complete joke. Now, obviously, we have to use the ward pre-fight to get the immunities, and which makes the first like part of this fight a little bit tricky for certain defenders. I don't think for Gallon it's that big of a deal because you have to wait to get until your special 2 to get the buff immunity on him. But again, you get that fairly quickly, and to be honest, it's not that big. Here, I'm just fully boosting because I had no clue whether or not Nico would be great for this fight, not to mention she's a 6-star, so her damage isn't gonna be, like, the best. But, again, you'll see, she does this fight really, really easily and really, really quickly. So, yeah. Gallon is not the craziest defender either. Again, he's only really a threat if like, you let him gain all of his buffs, and he gets to his harvest, and then it becomes a problem. But if he doesn't go to his harvest, it doesn't matter, right? He doesn't have, like, anything crazy. I mean, his specials are undexable, I think. I think you can dex a special one, but you have to get, like, really precise timing. By the way, I'm just gonna block it, dex, like, the last part, kind of like you do with, like, America Chavez's special 2 or Dust's special 2. And then, yeah, I mean, we're already halfway down with the fight, just the special 2, special 1 rotation. Here I get clipped a little bit, but again, Nico has that crazy adrenaline, and also, it's not that much damage, nothing crazy. Again, we're basically done with the fight, right? Nico is so overpowered. I mean, even if I don't get her from the next Titan batch, I mean, the 6-star is going to be doing wonders for me in basically everything. I've been using her a lot in this Battlegrounds meta, and Jesus Christ, she's pretty overpowered. And now here we're going to take this Deathless Thanos. I kind of made a bit of a mistake here. I chose the Nico's Incinerate pre-fight because here I'm checking to make sure, yeah, Deathless Thanos has poison immunity. The thing is, if they have poison immunity, you can just go on as normal, because if they have poison immunity, then the acid burns trigger, which makes her a lot better against Deathless Thanos, right? I probably should just use the buff immunity, right? Then he can't get his Fury buffs or Energize or anything like that at the beginning of the fight. But again, I didn't know that's how the interaction worked. So again, better to play it safe than sorry. Not to mention, once you get to the special 2, it doesn't matter. Here, I instantly waste my indestructible boost, get clipped by a special 1, but it's fine. Again, I didn't take that much damage, and once we get to the special 2, super easy. Not to mention, Nico's special 1 has the halt, which makes his unstoppable not really a threat either. And again, Nico just counters everyone in the Cosmic class. She's way too overpowered. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets nerfed, but I think the way that Kabam is going, they're probably just going to add, like, super OP Cosmic Defenders sooner or later that Nico can't counter, and then sell some more counters to them. But we'll see. Maybe Nico is just this, like, sort of saving grace for the community, because Kabam has had a lot of backlash at them lately because of their really, really poor decisions. But you never know. But here, yeah, I mean, this fight is a little slow, but again, I don't really know how much you can ask for with a 6-star versus a rank 4. And it's Deathless Thanos, so he gets that protection from time to time. He's fairly tanky. But I mean, yeah, I mean, Nico's just not taking too much damage. He's dealing a lot of damage. So, we're gonna throw a few more special ones, and this fight's gonna go down pretty easily. I was super nervous about this fight in particular, because I didn't know, like, how well Nico would work against Deathless Thanos. I didn't even know that she had the halt on her special 1. So when I got into the fight and I threw the special 1, I saw that like, everything clicked to me, right? Because I thought she was just this perfect Serpent and Dark Phoenix counter and just worked against other Mystics who used the buff me, but no, she counters Deathless Thanos too. Right? The big 3 of the Cosmic class are completely just covered by her. And yeah, here, Deathless Thanos goes down. I mean, man, Nico is actually the best champion in the game. I don't even, like, sugarcoat anything, but she is the best champion in the game. I mean, yeah. We did win this war. We had a little bit of exploration issues again. We're still trying to figure that out. But, yeah, we dropped a lot less deaths. And also, our opponents didn't, like, as you could see, they didn't have all of their defenders fully placed on the map. I'm not completely sure why that is. But good for us. It made for an easy win. And I'm going to leave it off there. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.